anoi anatanoi o taunoi ai ano ineli ane o ioda hitimai hitimai no to hitimuno me kealo no kaukulau kaleo a he leo valeno ai mai he mai e na tino malui talani malue o ulu tinio te atua Canalo Kupuna ho ola ho I kamano kaleo
no matou na kupuna na mapua. O Maui leila noho I ka malu. O Maui I kei kanangi o ka aina e. E o Maui nui a
O hilo ai no le huana le hua makanui ho tau mai tau kili hune o tana hele u ai te ala o tamai le o pana e ke no mai na vai mo I wai lukui lua lukui na kanaka I kei palau e ua na I taleo o taititi o na manu. E o mei ue o lama. E tawai le poa I o tahi leo vai loa. Pai ke kulau hana kahi. A kahi kamana oise aloha I noho aloha I timotuola. E ola. E ole na kie aloha aloha aloha
Ka wangine ka hea bali kui po wakalelua ele oi au ina ala I pala I loli ke kai I maka ele vali te anu I haina ke kina ui ai e ano na malini ele mai me te aloha e como mai
e ia mai na kupuna e kaha o kapiko o ka leile hua o ka moku o ke ave me na ola ke aloha 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 kako
Aloha no e komo mai. Aloha
E awai kanu ia e ke atu E awai kanu ia e ke atu au kualondo tau i taha E kani ka pumatai au tūtulu tau a mai kalani mai
O ka ole loa we E ulu no ia oe ke akua e
Olaya kane ke akua ola Olaya kana loa ke akua kupue ue Ola na kana ka kane ika vai ola He ola mama hua noe
O Arlene Khan Koinoa, Hanau ia Kapa'a.
Ano ai ke aloha Ano ai
O keli'i ka ohi ka hale kona. Noho ia ma hana pepe.
E inu e kane mama wano
I olani tu ulani o ta maile He inoa hari I lua e taha ama I te alo o ta maile Ua kano tawa lau tawa mu e la kane
Aona pea.
Aona pea lua pa ihi o ili kukai ana awatai toatai pohu honu alolo kai lai.
O tā ina.
O tā ina tapu e o tau makahakai. Mai kai titu kai ti moe tawalai. Eli tau, eli tapu, eli no.
Ai ia te mole a te mana teito.
Ia te mole teito, e tupu mai au te moe mai po te pātamalama ala. Hele, awe awela, lili o ela, o ali o ela, o hainuna. Tā maona no te ia o tūlani o tā maile. Hei.
Pai klima.
We were yesterday here at Hikinakala for our opening ceremony. This heiau, as Randy Wickman was sharing with you, predates Mo'ikeha. It was way before Mo'ikeha came, and Mo'okini and all of those from Tahiti. Originally these walls were, you only see a few uprights left that are still standing and solid. They were much higher than that. And on both sides, lining both sides. This heiau was as large as a football field, was easy 100 yards. From those coconut trees way up there, right down here to the hala. This hala was planted in more recent times, yeah. And I apologize because usually we have this place all raked up, but we didn't get to all of that section this trip. From here, we're going to the Pohaku Ki'i, right? The stone petroglyphs that are in the river. There is also a Pohaku Kani, this very large Pohaku right over here behind Uncle Vern. From here, this is our beginning point for all of Wailua. And if you have an oli to present, I welcome you to do it now. Mai mai kaleo, Lanakila, you can see any over there? They're worn smooth now. These are our Pohaku Ki'i. We tell our hamana about them because we don't ever want them to be moved, bulldozed, nothing. Just leave them right here. Don't build a bridge over it. Don't move them. Don't put them in the bottom of your highway. Leave them right here. Allah, the path, kukui, of light. So it is from this mound here that the fires were burning to light the path for the canoes that came up from Oahu, Hawaii, further down. This is one of 3 sites where the big fires would burn. There was another one over here, right about where the lifeguard station is. There was another big place there, and there was a big stone over there. That stone has since been moved to Coco Palms area. There was a very prosperous fish pond right over here. Remember, Randy told the story last night of Keawe. Keawe was shot in this fish pond. Okay. That was the end of the Keawe's reign.
Also, the 57 tidal wave was one of them that also changed somehow changed the ocean floor. And that's why we don't have the shells like we used to here on Kaua'i.
One thing to notice here is that these pohaku right out here, they are not there by happenstance. They are placed. Okay? When you go closer to the kai, you're going to notice this is leveled. These big boulders are placed there. Okay? So at times of the year, they could land a va'a here and then hapai it up and out of the kai. Alright? Wailua kai, where we were at Hikinakala and Hauola and the Pohaku Ki'i. Now we get to see that mountain there. Mauna Kapu. Mauna Kapu. In that name are embedded the secrets. The reason we do not want any highways, bridges, houses, developments on that mauna is because it is kapu. You understand what I'm saying? What's inside there? Kapu. Ia moi na iwi. Maua mau iwi. The mountain, the pyramid-shaped mountain in the center there, that peak, A'ahoaka. A'ahoaka. Okay? And then Nono, of course, over here. That whole ridge over there is called Kalepa Ridge. From Mauna Kapu down that way, Kalepa. At the end of that ridge and coming to the kai is Ahukini. Ahukini. By the multitudes, Ahu. Okay? There were human sacrifices in these places. Ahukini, by the thousands.
Showing how they used on these flat stones, and she was imitating the ocean. I can't do it, but it was very. Let's just show you again. This is the ocean.
You notice all the trees going off like the monkey pond too, sending out more seeds. You know, this year maybe they anticipate drought. All right, so there are 3 sites here to remember. Holo Holo Ku Heiau, the Holo Holo Ku, the birthing stones, and up top is Kalaiakamanu. Kalaiakamanu, yeah? Some people think this is Kalaiakamanu Aole, it's up. And so we're gonna start over here, Holo Holo Ku, the birthing stones, and then go up. I'll try to do it opposite. So pa, roll, and pa. Ho'olono. Ho'olono I te kania o Wailua, ana keli I holo holo ku. Maikai. So you know from here, this is the site where the ali'i wahine would hanau. So the saying goes that a chief who is born here at Holo Holo Ku is a chief indeed. He ali'i. A chief who is born outside of Holo Holo Ku is a lesser chief. A maka'aina na born in Holo Holo Ku is a chief. So that's the power of this place. Alright? So the pohaku hanau, ho'ohanau is that pohaka right there. The triangular stone, very similar to the ones you see up at Kukaniloko. Alright? Okay? These. Now, a chiefess would never give birth alone. Never. She would have her attendants with her, and wasn't just wahine, was kane also. And the ali'i would stand and witness the birth of this child, especially the first child of the first wife. Right? All this kokua. After the baby was born, kata people. Wrap him in the la'i. Put him in there. Ching, 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 ching. Gangi, to this day, we still find piko inside this pohaku. That means people still practicing. Sometimes nighttime we see groups of people here. We just let them go. Maybe the baby's being born here, we don't know. But most of all, to mark the place, to mark the site, continuing use. Also in our traditions, there are 3 piko. Aye? And where are they? And a po'o. And what does this connect you with?
The Kupuna.
The tupuna and akua. Second piko where?
Akua.
And what does this connect you with? Present day generation. Your mama is present day generation. And your third piko?
Keiki.
It's between your waist and your knees. This is for future generations. Oh yeah? Kahilua kolu piko. Now when you follow Uncle Vern up those stairs that the Pakis would blast and go up there to the, there is a graveyard there for those of you who are sensitive about those things. Okay, so this is a great site to explain to your hamana change over time. Okay, because we have the prehistoric site that was used through historic times. By historic, what I mean?
Modern. Where they kept records.
Okay, so with the arrival of Captain Cook, what began?
Modern.
Okay, all kinds of things, right? But one of the largest things that happened was what? Population 85, 90% down.
Yeah, decimated.
From close to 1 million to 35,000 by 1878. 100 years, we lost that many people. Okay, so as a result of that loss, then, when the sugar plantation came in, and they came in here first in 1832. 1820 was the first missionaries, again, Kaua'i. 1778, Captain Cook, again, Kaua'i. 1830, 1832, first plantation, again, Kaua'i, and Koloa. Yeah, Kaua'i. Koloa, impact. Where did they get their labor from? They had to bring them in from out. It wasn't that we were lazy. Even though we didn't understand growing one crop for monocrop, you cannot eat forever, sugar cane, put them together, ship them off island. What didn't make sense. And it didn't support the total community. Okay? So, they had to bring in the labor from off island. Came from where first?
Japan.
China, Japan, then more recently where?
Philippines.
Okay, and also not on just Asia, but where?
Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Portugal.
Azores,
Yeah.
Spain, Portugal, all them. They came here to work on a plantation. So they came here economic reasons. Yeah? So when I asked my hamana, this is 5th, 6th grade now. What grade can't do? Why did you come here? Oh, I was born here. Why did your parents come here? Oh, my daddy wanted to serve. My mom was a waitress. You know? Why did you stay here? Oh, they have good jobs. They love, like life. People came for improved lives, religious freedom, economic development, all of these reasons. Quality of life. Me, I came home, quality of life. Okay, so all of this tie in with their lives today. Make it real, make it relevant. So the reality is that these families still live, they have descendants here on Kaua'i. If you look at these stones, some of them are fairly recent. It's really sweet, these flowers, because it's telling the public somebody cares. This whole sidewalk is clean and clear. Where Keao is, Uncle Keao. Further on, behind these headstones, Ili Ili. This whole place was lined with Ili Ili. This was a heiau. Okay, prominent. Before time didn't have the Java plum. Tremendous view of all around here. Some people ask me, doesn't this make you mad to have these people inside here? I said, no, it's part of our life already. We're not going to ask them to move, to leave. They left their homes in Asia or wherever they came from to come here. Their iwi deserve a place to rest also. Mauna Kapu again is the mountain to your left here. The ridge is called Kalepa. To your right is No. To the very back is A'ahoaka. So if you follow this river down to the river mouth, there's Wailua Kai, Hikina Akala, Hauola, the Ki'ipohaku. On the far left over there where the surf break is, that's Makaiva surf break. The site we saw was Alakukui.
And the other place in Wailua, you don't see the wave, right? That point.
The oldest dates we get from this area are about 400 AD. It's my contention that they are actually earlier. We have earlier, but we've long since stopped digging down any deeper to get any further data. No more digging, power already. We have enough artifacts that were pulled out already. Interpret them, give us the reports, and return those artifacts to Kaua'i to be interpreted here. We closed some of the entrances also to cut down on access inside of it, just respect it from the outside. But from the air you can see very clearly where the footpaths were, where the because you can see the the coral pavement in it. All right. You can see the lighter areas and the darker areas. You can see where the ili prevail, and they're in clear linear paths. I would like to have seen it when all of the pavement was the white coral. Yeah, the Kaua'i. That would have been really, really quite beautiful. There was an Anu'u Tower here in this corner. Another explanation of the Anu'u Tower was that it really was another timepiece. It was a way, because there was a puka all the way up through all these levels, 1, 2, 3 levels, puka. And they would utilize it at night when a particular star came right overhead, or a particular planet. We've also heard stories of them putting bowls of water on the bottom of it, and the Kupuna standing there and reading the stars in the water. So when that particular star once again ruled, you know, a particular akua ruled. So it dictated, religion was a part of life, everyday life, from morning to evening, through the evening, throughout. It was so ingrained in them. Giving thanks is ingrained. I know that many of us practice that today. It's the continual appreciation for the blessings that we have.
Each element within the water cycle has its kuleana. And each element has to fulfill that kuleana in order for the water cycle to be able to fulfill its purposes. And so we are grateful for this entire aha, the theme itself. When you think about the water cycle and all that is of Vai, the water itself needs that makani, because the makani also helps to initiate this movement of the water cycle, just like it needs the sun, because the sun provides oxygen as well as energy. And so all these different elements has to take its place. If not, then it would not be able to fulfill its purpose.
It's a poultice. You mash the leaves with Hawaiian salt and wrap it around a wound with tea leaf first, naturally, and then with whatever to bind it. And you put it on at night before you go to sleep. For 5 days you do this. You wash it off in the morning. For 5 days you do this. 5 nights rather, while you sleep, because it's easier. And it draws the poison out of the injury so that it can heal faster.
Parked probably right about here and then walked in the rest of the way. But you can see from the contour lines that we were, obviously it's extremely steep right here. And then the wall of the crater comes all the way around like this. Now the water goes from here through a tunnel, you can see the tunnel, all the way to here where it comes out at the upper powerhouse. That tunnel is miles long, going right through the wall of the crater. It goes through 2 upper and lower powerhouse before it's distributed all over Louis Plantation land, which is this portion of the island right here.
People come from all over the world with different ways of worshiping God. So Gurudeva called this the place where the world comes to pray.
I had heard that there were chants, there were legends that led them to this place.
We have a very ancient book about all the Shiva temples in the world. The scholars in India had no idea where this Hindu Shiva temple could be.
So they were guided here without that knowledge, and then once they,
yes,
these ancient texts confirmed their discovery.
Yes.
Is there any chance that you recall the name that it was referred to in that text?
Kaua'i. It's a Tamil, a Sanskrit name, Sanskrit word. And then the book was in Tamil, yeah. But interesting coincidence. Seems that all of the Wailua uplands were considered Pihanakalani, the district of Pihanakalani. It's one of the things I read. There's many different schools and many different ways of looking at things. Whether there was a spot that was considered Pihanakalani, I couldn't confirm that in anything that I read. I know that Roselle brought the halau up here in 1986, I believe. We were having a children's program, and the children danced on the pali. So when you were walking up here, and there's that one place where you're looking down at the water, because it reminded her of the song and the chant, Pihanakalani. So do you know the story? Everybody knows that story.
No, go ahead.
There was a chiefess, the daughter of a chief, who was promised to another chief, but she fell in love with who they thought at the time was a commoner. And they fell in love, and he would call to her with his nose flute. Although in the song they refer to the V. It's interesting. And the V is found in the fresh water here. And her maid would wake her up and tell her that he's calling. So the end of the story is a good one. They do get together because it turns out that he was a chief as well who was being hidden from the knowledge of the common people. And so it's a story of love.
Mapuno I kapali o Waialoha. Aloha vale I ke kapahuki palai. Palai ka hulile ole ai ka uko alakai. Noe noe whale mai no kale hua maka noe vivu I ke hanu. Anu akula I ke ala nui ku I 5 kānaka o mauna hina e. E hina ho'okahi ala ho'i o wau wale no. E hi hina pua e no I tā hanui. Ua I ke hai. E ka ne au loli ka honua. Onu ne e pu ka aina. Ulu na ka wawa ka honua. Ulu ka I hapu e lono. O hi malo o tupu o hi aana uala o nā pali. Pali ku kaua kaua haule mai. Haulela ni ka uala. He ave o ki kalo. He lauloa pili kanawau. O au aku a ka ie kane. E kane lono na aku a mai ai. Ho o lai kaina po kai. A ulu kupu a ulu lau pole. A o kanui a o kai.
Ue kane melono Mama uano Ulu ta ohia lauta vaida ie Ulu a e te tini ano hui kona kahu Eia ka vaila ka vahe vahe ola E ola no
Ko ka mea o ki pala ea a me na mea hano hano ke ho hiva hiva ia ne ma ko la ea ia hui pui ka vai vai o ka ko mau kupuna la ea Ia hipu ia kako I ka lokai Kana lui mia kako mai ka hiki mai la ea Me ke aloha no kako apau Me ke aloha no kako
Pi'iaka, saw a young woman.
Elana kila ho'i, e ia aina, e mana mai ka aina mai na kuna mai. E ia aina. Lokahi, be one, work together. 10 years ago, when we began this series of AHA, planned and hosted by the Kupuna of each island, we had no idea that it would grow to this extent. Someone's in the picture at a time now. Someone's in the picture, I know. Someone's in the picture with a time. We really don't know what we could possibly do to say thank you. We bring to you the spirit of aloha from Oahu to Kaua'i.